Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory that is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahawah Chadash, Barakatam. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who were well, who taught me this truth, and most definitely labor in this word. I also want to give a sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to all of you Akim across the four corners of the globe that are out here pushing this gospel, which is the good news. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos / Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans / Seminole Indians, as well as you Israelite foreigners that have been scattered across the four corners of the globe. All right, so what this lesson is going to be about, we're going to grab some precepts, which precepts are scriptures, on basically when you come into the knowledge of this truth, you just don't come into the knowledge. And Salaki, if you hear the outside noises, I stepped outside of my home, so I live like by a train track, so you may hear, background noises, cars or whatnot. But when you come into the knowledge of this truth, how we just don't obtain the knowledge, but we also apply it in our daily lives, all right, in honesty and in sincerity to the best of our abilities. So this is going to be basically about putting off the old man, and what putting off the old man is you don't do the things that you did in your former life before you came into this knowledge, all right? You become a new person, all right? So with that, we're going to grab the book of Ephesians chapter 4 in verse 22, and it reads, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man. All right, now with the app that I'm using, it doesn't have the Strong's definition, but conversation goes back to the word of your behavior. All right, so you put off your old behavior, all right, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. All right, it's the spirit that quickeneth. All right, the word quickeneth means to make alive. The flesh profiteth nothing. All right, so be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. Wherefore, putting away lying, all right, speak every man truth with his neighbor, meaning your fellow Israelite brother, all right, sister, child, for we are members one of another. All right, yeah, so when you come into this knowledge, I'm not, what's some of the things that me personally I used to do? I'm not gonna even say things that I used to do, but I'm not gonna do them no more. All right, okay, here go one. I don't eat pork anymore. Okay, I don't eat shrimp or crab or lobster, which I never really liked crab and lobster, and I never liked pork. All right, I always hated pork before I even knew that there was a God named Yahweh, and that the person who they called Jesus Christ was Yahweh Shai, that he really didn't look like a so-called white man. All right, those are some of the things that I used to do. Or I used to be quick to anger. All right, like the littlest thing. Oh, we gotta fight. All right, or we gotta shoot it out. All right, being quick to anger. All right, which I could have came up on the losing end of that stick plenty of times. All right, and now, by me knowing this truth, I don't got no excuse for that. Let's say if I get hot-headed at everything that I feel that happens to me, I could get sent back to the spirit world. All right, especially quicker now when I know, just to keep my mouth shut and keep it moving. If ain't nobody trying to put their hands on me, words are words. Okay, so with that, let's go grab another precept. This is going to be the book of 1 Corinthians. All right, and we're going to grab like 3 precepts out of Corinthians. First and second, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, and we'll grab verse 16. Okay, bear with me. So like in now verse 16, we're going to grab verses 20. Let me highlight this. And it reads, Brethren, be not children in understanding. Howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. All right, so yeah, brethren, be not children in understanding. Once we get the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures, hey, it's time to man up. Okay, hey, I used to be a little pouting baby when I first came into the wisdom and knowledge in the scriptures, and brothers would tell me about myself, you know, something you doing wrong. Because brothers, man, we still had a world on us. You're not just going to wake up one day and have the wisdom and knowledge of the truth and change. Okay, you will wake up one day, if it's the Lord's will, that you receive the gift of faith and that you receive this knowledge. All right, but you're not going to automatically just be this new, refined brother. You're going to go through shit. Okay, and brothers that been in this thing, that been in this walk, all right, they're going to tell you about yourself and tell you what you're going to be rebuked and that you got to change, but you can't. But don't pout about it and let that make you fall away. I used to, man, they picking on me. No, they ain't picking. No, brothers not picking on you. Brothers love you, and you gotta change. All right, you can't have the same bad attitude. You're gonna be told to do things. Okay, and it's not nothing. You're not gonna be told, oh, you gotta give money, or you gotta give up your vehicle, or you gotta give up your home. No, you're gonna be told, hey, brother, don't do that. You know, don't, man, leave that motherfucking, excuse my language, man, don't leave that Edomite alone. Or like, say you at camp and the Edomite come up and they pissing you off. Or anybody from a heathen nation, or even a Jake, hey, man, just let them run their mouth. Ignore them. You know, it's gonna be things like that. All right. Oh, brother, you shouldn't be drinking that, or you shouldn't be eating that contain pork. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be things like that. Okay. So with that, let's go here to the book of Romans. Let me see here. Salakia Akim. Romans chapter 6. And we'll grab verse 1. And it reads, What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound? Yahweh forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? Yeah, when you come into the wisdom and knowledge of this truth, man, you're dead to sin. All right, it should be a detestable thing to look at another man's woman, his wife, his girlfriend, whatever. That should be a detestable thing. You know, Jake got that's one of the big things with Jake is adultery. Okay? Like rappers, it used to be a big thing for rappers talking about, yeah, I sleep with your woman, I do this. No, we don't do that. Okay? We don't do those things no more. We don't, hey, if you were out here robbing, you're not a robber no more. Go get a job. Okay? If you was out here unaliving people, hey, no, that's over with. Okay? Once you come into the wisdom and knowledge of this truth, all right, we no longer live in sin. You become a new man, all right? And trust me, over the years, brothers will notice it. Okay, like the brothers that came into the camp that I'm in, that came in after me, I can see the brothers that's still standing with us today, man, them brothers grew, as well as the brothers that was in the camp before me. They've grown, man. They've become in the physical, new men that I can see with my eyes, all right? They've become smarter. They've become stronger, physically stronger, okay? With that, let's go here to the book of, this time we're going to go to the book of 2 Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4. We'll grab verse 16. And it reads, For which cause we faint not. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. All right, and even people in the world, your family members, they're going to see that you've changed. All right, they're going to be like, man, come on, dog, you don't want to smoke this blunt no more? Man, let's go to the club. You don't want to holler at these hoes? Oh, man, I don't do that no more. Or I don't smoke no more, bro. And you're not being arrogant. You just tell people, hey, you don't do it. You're going to get looks. You're going to get talked about. All right? Yes, you are. Your family, man, to this very day, I got people in my family I ain't seen in years. And I seen about 2 months ago, there was a situation with my family, and a lot of my family members, we met up. And my niece, she was like, hey, Unc, my daddy, he a black Hebrew Israelite, just like you. You know what I'm saying? Because I never even told her I was an Israelite, so somebody else in my family must have told her that. But, I chuckled to myself because we not black Hebrew Israelites. All right, but I chuckled inside to myself when she said that. She was so excited, and my sister had said the same thing. Yeah, your niece, she said my niece's name. She was like, her daddy a black Hebrew Israelite. Ain't you still with that the Hebrew Israelite thing? And I told her, yeah, I'm still with it. You know what I'm saying? But we not black Hebrew Israelites. We just Israelites. So she was like, oh, okay, I don't know about it, blah, blah, blah. All right. So, yeah, even people, they should see, even people in the world should see the change in you. And they are going to see the change in you. Okay? So with that, let's grab one more precept. And this is the very next chapter. This is going to be 2 Corinthians chapter 5. And we're going to grab verse 17, and it reads, therefore, if any man be a Hamashiach Yahushai, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, behold, all things are become new. And it's true, man. You see the world in a whole different light. All right, when you have this truth. All right, you get understanding. Oh, this is why that happened. Oh, this is why this is happening. Oh, okay, this is why they keep talking about Neuralink. It's in the scriptures, all right? It's the CHIP. Oh, okay. All things become new, just to give you an example. So you know what? Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those of you who may come across it. Okay? Hey, put off the old man and stay being the new man, all right, or woman, okay? So once again, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Wahab Rakakodash Rakatam. Once again, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who most definitely labor in this word. And once again, I want to give a sincere peace, blessings, salutations to all of you Akim across the four corners of the globe that are out here pushing this gospel, which is the good news and our truthfulness and sincerity. So with that, I want to say shalom.